I'm finally done my
Ah!
Thanksgiving leftovers. Oh wait, what was that? Which
Ah!
oh, like cheese from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. What's with that? Like,
Nothing.
okay.
Nothing
So,
of importance.
gotcha. So anyway, yeah, it's gonna be a short list today. But hey, this is after Thanksgiving week, audience, so everything's a little bit behind at the moment. So yeah, yeah.
Man, that's fine.
Yep,
We deserve to go to sleep early sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. You know, so some of us need time to wash the dishes after all, audience. You know, so never owned a dishwasher in my life. Never plan on to. Do-do-do-do.
They're not that great.
Yeah. Anyway, well, you guys just want to get started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, welcome
No, no
Contact
witty
Live.
banter.
Look, I was eating something very chewy. You were gonna have to give me a second, dude.
It's all good.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, welcome to Cogfag Live, news and reviews of the week, audience. You're hearing me, Courtesy Phone 5, yada yada yada. That's my intro. Move.
A's Comics, Jake's not here.
Jake
Mhm.
died.
No,
You know, he's
yeah.
somewhere in the end of Bionicle universe.
I set up the patriotism camp. That's what I did. That's what I did. So,
Probably that too.
yep.
And I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he. And if you want to cry, go read Kazutuki no Uta. You will thank me later if you wanted to cry. And
Hey.
also, if I don't get an English translation, like an official English translation of this manga, I'm gonna lose my shit. They have it in French, they don't even have it in English. I'm pissed.
There you go. There you go. And together we are the Fanatics -1, here to bring you the news and reviews of the week. And in our special Tuesday nights, we talk about the reviews of the week. We have a small handful of comics, but enough to give us an hour worth of content. You know, we have some Undeadpool talk about. Some what's infernalness going on with Hulk. We got some Invisible Man talk here, and a double dose of Punisher this week, audience. And with that, I'll let Witch give us our socials.
Okay, well, first of all, subscribe, I guess, or else we will never bring Jake back.
Yeah.
Okay, just letting you know that now. Then you
Hmm.
can find us on our Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69. We post stuff mostly bi-weekly. Mostly
Hmm.
bi-weekly.
We
You
try.
can also find me on my Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. You can find me on my TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. You can find me on Blue Sky, Tumblr, and also Letterboxd at Northstar Aria. You can find me on my Ko-Fi. If you want to support me financially, you can support me on my Ko-Fi at Witch of Jotunheim. And if you want to
Hmm.
commission me, either hit me up on Ko-Fi or hit me up on Instagram, preferably on Instagram.
Hmm.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Jake is not here for reasons that make sense to him because he was like, "Witch, send me to the Bionicle Land," and I was like, "Okay, whatever. Have fun. Don't die. If you die, that's not my fault." Right? Austin was there. He knows what's good. He's my
Yep.
alibi.
There you go.
And yeah.
Gotcha.
No, I said yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
Cool. Gotcha. But anyway, with that, audience, let's start us off with the first comic of the week. Austin.
Yeah, Infernal Hulk #1. The age of monsters began. And it's interesting because this is technically the build up from like the last three Hulk runs, technically.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
already Immortal Hulk. It kind of got skipped over in Donny Cates Hulk. And
I
then
swear.
the last two people brought it back.
Yeah, I swear this comic needed a red band label for all the stuff going on in here, dude. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The For people don't remember, the last time we left off with Bruce Banner, he was in hell fighting for his life.
Mm-hmm.
And the Devil Hulk or Hell Hulk, I believe. I believe it was supposed to be the first Hulk from that one-off story originally. He
Okay.
wanted to bring back his mom, who was like think like the queen of hell, the devil's wife or something.
Ooh.
The queen of monsters, Mothra, I guess you want to put it like that, dark evil Mothra. And
Yeah.
he took Hulk's body, went to go awaken her with all the power, and find out she's dead. So he said, "You know
Oh.
what? I guess I'll eat her."
What?
He did. That's how you get. That's why I had to get a recap so people know how insane this dude was.
Oh
He
my
ate his
god.
own mom and then crawled out of hell to start this
It's
story.
it's the cycle of life done in reverse, audience. Wow. Wow, dude.
Look,
Okay.
man, that this dude's a freak. But
Okay.
as he crawls out of hell, the government's already here because they've been following Hulk since the last book.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Bro, Hulk, you gotta turn yourself in, you gotta give up." Like, I don't know why they thought it was gonna work. I wouldn't even
Yeah,
try
yeah.
talking to him, even if it was better.
I mean, government, you already have a Red Hulk who's all in for the government, so I don't see why you need the double dip
He's
on this.
overseas right now. Okay, we can't call him back in time.
Gotcha, gotcha. He has to go defend, American territory, which in this case is Liberia now. So, yeah, audience. Okay,
But
okay.
Hulk jumps. Oh no, he crawls out of hell. He jumped in the country and he landed from the government. Where he crawls out and gets the first round.
You want to bring up the first panel? Austin?
Austin
Oh,
died.
I
Just kidding.
think we lost Austin.
R.I.P.
All right, somebody message him. Do-do-do-do-do.
I'm working on it. Give me a second.
I'm still
Okay,
here.
he's
First
here.
picture.
Austin.
First picture. Go ahead.
Austin.
First
Okay.
picture.
Okay, first picture. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's right. This is the reveal of this new Infernal Hulk. Well, not really revealed on the thumbnail, but
Yeah, yeah.
you can see he's
It's on the
basically
top.
a mixed match of the monster, Hell Hulk, and was supposed to be our Hulk, but it kind of looks more like Gray Hulk, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
Monster Hulk
he's a
on one
little.
side, Bruce
He's a,
Banner's Hulk on the other side. But there's
he's a
no
little.
Banner in this monster.
He's a literal Frankenstein at this point, audience. Just two beings stitched together into one.
And they're
Mhm.
asking like, what are you doing? This? What do you want? He like from you, nothing. And then he thunderclaps, which he claps his hands together, and he
I have.
blows a man's brains out.
I actually have that picture, audience. Austin,
Oh,
you want to bring it
go
up?
ahead. I didn't know. Go ahead. Look
There
at
is like
this.
so much gruesomeness going on here. Damn, dude.
All that dude
Wow.
did was answer the question.
Mm-hmm. He was a good soldier. Damn it, man. Come on.
And they screamed out, light him up. They started attacking the Hulk. And the Hulk,
Mhm.
they also have a helicopter attacking the Hulk. Hulk doesn't give a shit. He jumps up, grabs the helicopter, swings that motherfucker around. So another picture I have.
Yep.
I believe
Bringing
it's
that
this.
up.
He slams the helicopter down on the tanks. This,
Base.
this whole fight just felt like Hulk's ultimate destruction. If y'all played that game.
Yeah. This basically is like, an understrength version of what a Hulk's carnage would actually look like. So
Yeah, since there's no good guy in this one, we get to see Hulk goes all out for the first time in a long time against the government.
Yep.
But like this whole
Mhm.
fight epic. If you like fights in general, just like you have to read this book. That he
Mhm.
goes all out. He grabs a man with one hand, crushes him to death.
I think I got that picture actually. There you go.
Like
God.
this is some disturbing stuff.
Yeah.
He backhands a man. He backhands the barbed wire and a man, and the barbed wire wraps around the man.
Uh-huh.
Like there's just so much crazy stuff here.
Yeah. And this guy
He
was just
punches
an
the
average.
ground, causes an earthquake.
Mhm. And this guy was such an average Joe in the beginning. Like he's like the guy from the lumberjacks towel,
Yep.
paper towel. But apparently he was ex-military. I mean, heck, let me bring up a picture of what he looked like in the beginning of this. There you go. Just an average man doing some average man work. Construction, this and that. Gets called in to have to help deal with this chaotic Hulk. Boy, did he pick a wrong day to show up early for work.
Hulk punches the ground, but the earthquake he causes isn't just an earthquake, which it summons up monsters to grab people and drag them to hell.
Yes.
Tentacles.
Oh God, dude.
And it seems like that. It seems like our own guy, our little lumberjack man, also goes. Sadly.
Yes. He goes to hell, and God dang it, he kind
Gets
of
monsterfied immediately by the gamma.
Yeah, and the barbed wire is kind of like part of his,
Yeah, it
sticks
unmolded
his
around his
muscle.
body and his arm.
Let me bring that up. There you go. He's on the top left corner, audience.
This man's name is Bridger. I will remember this. I'll try. I probably won't.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, Bridger, you're supposed to look out for us. Remember? You promised. He's being tortured by his own comrade souls in hell. As they also are monstrified, but not to the same degree as he was.
Yep, they're all
They took
zombies.
him out again?
This guy got
okay.
No, you good. You get Austin.
Yeah, you can see they're all zombified.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hulk goes down with them, returns to the throne that used to be his mom's, but I guess for some reason fit him, even though that lady was huge. That lady was huge. His mom was like, his mom was bigger than like Big Mom. She was huge.
Oh damn,
that was
dude.
basically. I don't know how she fit in this chair. But he says rise, and it looks like the monsters start rising up for him, all the tentacle monsters. Well, one of them. And it seems like he also might be in control of these zombified gamma hell spawns of people. But we cut to the world's reaction. Because obviously the last time all this gamma hell stuff happened, the Avengers and everyone else had to step in and fight Hulk multiple times. And then they get reports that Hulk has fucked up the government again, and he might have created a portal hell wherever the fuck he was. we see the Phanatics 4 reacting, the Avengers reacting, Cap and Spider-Man are together for some reason. And you know this is funny because if you know what's going on in the universe, it should not be Peter Parker, but you know it is. So it's not until it happens later, or that's Norman. This is very funny. If that's Norman Osborn, this is funny as hell.
Yeah, how dare you expect Marvel editorials to be doing their job, Austin?
We're just going to assume this is before he went to space for a little bit. It's either before or after he came back. But I do love the idea that it's just Norman faking being Peter Parker.
Norman and Captain America. I don't think I've ever seen those two interact much. So
yeah, they haven't talked since the Hammer stuff.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But the book ends with revealing that Bruce Banner got a hill. So, when Bruce Banner, when the guy took Bruce's body, he left Bruce in his body, in the Monster Hulk body.
Yeah.
So, does Bruce just have the monster, the Hell Hulk form that I hate the switcheroo bullshit. Literally superior Spider-Man. So, he should have that guy's monster as his Hulk. It just happens.
Yeah.
We'll see if they either do it, but funny enough, which you might have to see the next issue. The next issue is Atlantis and the Age of Monsters. They even announced it on TV. There's the Age of Monsters now. And we see, if you see the cover for the next issue, they gave Namor a Godzilla looking ass monster. But people don't know. Marvel held back. Go ahead.
It's not a Kraken, man.
I think it's half and half. Cause I see the giant fin on its back. That's not a tentacle.
Oh, geez, I'm looking at the cover right now. Okay. Damn.
So they go out their way to not give Namor a Kraken because Aquaman has a Kraken.
Okay.
So Namor had that stupid ass giant whale with legs and arms for a long time. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
That shit looks stupid. That just looked dumb. So
Mhm.
I was so excited to see that he got a monster, especially a rip off of Godzilla of all things. I think that very much helps Namor case to take another world more than a giant whale. About ages see how this fight goes because I don't know if you remember, and Mortal Hulk put him belt to ass that whole book until the end. So
Mhm.
if that Hulk plus this monster guy, he's probably even stronger than he has ever been in a long time. So I'd
Oh
like to see
boy.
how I really need to see current Thor fight him and see what they do. Because they can't if they have Thor get bitched out again, Thor gotta retire. I'm telling you that right now. With all the power Thor has, if he gets one shot again and his tube come out, he gotta go.
Oh wow. An early retirement. Wow. How dare you expect a lot out of a god, Austin? You
Bro,
know?
he's a god. He has the Odin Force, he has the Phoenix Force, he has the Power of Gaia, he has the Rune King Thor magic now. He should not be losing to regular things.
That
There
is
should not be
true.
no Hulk Thor band rivalry anymore. All right.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Thor should be fighting the Phoenix all day.
Hmm.
But I really like this book. I think it's a good start. I think it pretty much sets the tone. The dude not gonna
Yeah.
hold back in gore. The
Hmm.
question is he gonna have to hold himself back against the Avengers and stuff? Because obviously he can't just rip apart. Like if he grabs Captain America, they're not gonna let him rip apart Captain America.
Yeah.
So
Or
it's like
you could just say that his soul is too pure to be corrupted. You know?
that's what I'm wondering. Because we know Marvel. This
Yeah.
what like the stuff this guy can do can easily lead to some bullshit event.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, this is random because we talked about Godzilla a second ago. I
Okay.
saw that Noel resurrected Godzilla. I don't know if you saw it.
What? Oh.
So
Wow.
they put out a teaser for the Godzilla versus Marvel stuff. And it's a panel of Noel walking to Godzilla like, hey beast. Honorable beast. I'm sorry to mess with your slumber.
Wow.
But just like they took you away from your home and then made you and then sent you away, they also did that to me. So you know what? Let's work together and take that stuff back, and then I'll make sure you get home. And then he puts
Um.
the Grendel symbiote on Godzilla. I have that picture. I should have shared it.
My God. Well, enjoy your venom herpes, Godzilla, man. It comes with the territory, I guess. You know. So wow.
Yeah,
Venom
so you better believe
herpes.
that we talk about that when that comes back.
Yep.
But
Good. But yeah,
I
this
really
was
wonder how
a.
long they have. I wonder how long the plan for this is, because I don't
Uh-huh.
know. I don't think this writer is going to do like another 50 issues like Immortal Hulk was. So I do
No, no.
wonder how long they plan to run this out before he switches to a new book. Not that I want
Uh-huh.
him to leave. I do think this Hulk stuff is great.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
people don't remember, we talked about this yesterday. This man, Philip Johnson.
Film Kennedy Johnson.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just signed on for a exclusive with Marvel, and I doubt it's just for Hulk of all things.
Mm, gotcha. Kennedy Johnson. Well, so far he's off to a good start. You know. Again,
Yeah,
this was a very gory issue. You could definitely bet your ass off he's going to write a Red Band trailer comic one day. You know. So good for him. Good for him. We'll see where this goes.
also, did you see the gamma tentacle just laying around in this panel right here?
Do-do-do-do-do.
Did that look?
Um,
That's just gross.
Eesh. Compared to what we've seen compared to the kills we've just seen, man, that doesn't look that bad. You know,
That's
so.
true. I do wonder if he's going to go for the full body horror, like a Mortal
Mhm.
Hulk did, because I don't think I can handle seeing like I don't know if you're a remember, but some of the stuff in the Mortal Hulk was genuinely horrifying to look at. And then
Yeah,
they
that's
had
it.
like
Hmm.
they had like the Hulk getting split down the middle, but his eyes were in his hands.
Yeah.
And then you had the whole thing with the leader. We had like that was like scrap alien body in hell.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Dude,
no,
at this point, pit Hulk against Spawn at this point. Marvel, he belongs
that,
in that category at this point. You know.
speaking of that, before we move on, I do really want to see the leader in this book. I'd want to see
Mhm.
because we haven't seen the leader since Immortal Hulk, and that book
Mm.
ended when not only was Hulk showing the leader mercy and bring him back from hell and stuff, and let him live his life. He didn't send him to jail when everything went down. He also found out that him and Banner are cousins or half brothers or something.
What? Okay, that's a bogus
So
ass
no, so
retcon.
like no, so like back in like 17 something, after the American War and all that stuff,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was revealed that a Banner and Samuel were half brothers, and then there was a
Oh,
feud which like split that family in half, like so they went their own ways, and they only reunited with this generation.
okay. That's still a real big coincidence, but okay.
Yeah,
um,
it's been so many times where some of these people meet someone related to them or related to somebody now. I think it's
yeah,
fine because how far back it was, and it didn't mean something in the book. I can't remember what it meant,
uh-huh.
but it did mean something in the book. So the leader doesn't know, to be fair, so it doesn't really affect anything.
Gotcha.
But I do want to see him in his book after dealing with all that Green Door stuff and see how he deals with all this monster gamma.
Mm-hmm. That will be something. So, all right then. You have any final thoughts on this before we move on, Austin?
9 out of 10.
There you go. Quite a bar you set for yourself, Philip Kennedy Johnson, in the first issue. Hope you can keep that bar. So anyway, alrighty then, audience. With that, we're moving on to the next book, and we're going to be talking about the
Expedite
Undeadpool.
X-Men. Just kidding.
What the?
I'm not talking
The
about Expedite X-Men on here.
None of us are.
Yeah.
I'm reading
I
it
know.
though. Kind of.
I have it.
Yeah,
I have to read it.
Look, I've
yeah.
only read like 2 books out of all of Age of Revelation, and it's Expedite
Mm.
X-Men for North Star, obviously, and then The Last Wolverine for Heather, and
Mhm.
whatever the fuck they did to Kurt. But we'll come back around to that later. Anyways,
Gotcha.
Deadpool, but undead.
Undeadpool. Yeah,
Undead.
And yeah, in case people need a refresher of the last issue, Deadpool, because of the X virus, he kind of is like Jason Voorhees right now, but he has his sanity back after killing a number of people from the Alpha Warriors, So, but it's okay, he has his sanity back. He wants to actually help the last living member of that group, whose name is Fearless, right? So, Deadpool actually wants to help her go reach the X Men, because the X Men are her best shot at getting a better life. While he still has his sanity. And throughout their journey, they have like a hitchhiking guide across the country to go to the X Men. Now you gotta ask yourself, okay, why would you choose to go on a journey with a guy who just recently killed your whole group? Well, to be fair, you're blind. So, what's the other option there at that point? So, yeah, and Deadpool even brings this up. Oh, you're blind? Oh, okay, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I know a blind person myself, so I know how to deal with your people. So
Your
we're all
people? What do you mean, your people?
good. Oh boy. Didn't mean for it to sound like that, but you know what I mean. So they end up going to Santaville. They set up Kate base there. Deadpool actually tries to bring a little bit of light into Fearless's eyes by dumping her in a pile of amusement park stuffed animals. Saying, hey, like it can't just all be doom and gloom in a post-apocalyptic world. So they set a campfire. They start roasting wieners, and that's when Fearless, talks a little bit more about what her group was about, the Alpha Warriors. And she explains they were part of this program that was trying to force a second mutation to happen with its subjects. But
Oh my god, bro! They're trying to hit every nail in the corner they can.
wow, I guess, yeah. But her particular group were deemed failures because they had too much of a moral compass to them, because
Too much of a good person. Okay, we're not
yeah,
giving you a new power.
yeah, And part of the reason why they're good is because like they actually got to look at some archives of like the heroes of the old world. You know, like the Fantastic Four, Captain America, the
It ain't been
Avengers,
that
the
long, bro.
Warriors.
You're not convinced me it's been that long that they
Well,
don't remember the old heroes.
well, to be fair, these kids were likely, forced into a bunker outside of society. You know, forced to undergo these
Society.
programs. So yeah, yeah. So they saw these heroes and they decided to base their personas off of them. You know, and then that's when
And
their
they
group
chose
got.
the new warriors and secret. They chose the secret warriors a new.
No,
Wait. You're telling me
yeah,
they saw the old heroes say, you know what, these two groups, that's what we're going with.
yeah, Alpha Flight and New Warriors. Like that's what we're basing our teams off of. But no, it makes sense actually because you find out that their base like got attacked by the Omega Kids because what's his name Kid Omega, damn I'm
Yeah.
blanking on his name. Okay, yeah, his group of young mutants attacked them. They kind of messed up their base, and yeah, they're basically douchebags, you know, to them. And yeah, so they kind of are like the counterparts to the Omega Kids. So, and even Deadpool brings this up. Let me see if I can find that picture. Okay, right here. He's like, "Oh wait, I just got it. You were the Alpha Warriors as opposed to the Omega Kids. Boom. Oh, of course you didn't name yourself after Alpha Flight. No one likes those
Thank God.
Canadians.
Hey,
I'm Canadian and I don't like them."
Cryptid, I know you don't like Alpha Flight, but I'm right here.
What?
Okay.
But which? Those are Deadpool's words, like
Okay,
literally in the
I
panel.
understand that you don't like Alpha Flight, but don't throw that shit towards me. Okay? Alpha
Hey,
Flight got
Yeah.
me through a really dark time in my life, so you're gonna have to let me live.
yeah,
Okay,
no,
Wade. Okay, Cryptid.
guys,
Yeah,
take,
Critter, we don't believe
take it up with
Deadpool of all
Deadpool,
people
man.
said that, okay?
It's literally in the page. I have it right here in the panel.
Look,
Everything.
I'm
Read it
gonna
for
go
yourself.
into this goddamn page, and I'm gonna
This
be
is
like,
literally
Wade,
that.
motherfucking Wilson. Alpha Flight got me through a really dark time, so I want you to fucking eat those fucking words, okay? Wade? I made some
This is
really good friends because of this fucking team, okay? Keep
yeah,
your word
Critter.
out.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is literally that new thing, that AI thing I've been hearing about.
Yeah.
Alpha Flight's
No,
way better than AI, dude.
Yeah, see?
I'm just saying, like, which is
Look,
about
it
to
might
have
be
his.
flawed. The team might be
Mhm.
flawed and all this other
Yeah.
stuff, but at least it was made by human hands and the human
Yeah.
mind.
I'm just picturing which is about to have his Will Smith moment at Deadpool.
Just
Like
smack the
he,
shit out of Wade.
yeah,
Dude, I've wanted to
go
smack the
go
shit out of Wade for years.
go ahead, say it, Witch. Say the words.
Say what words? There's like a bajillion words
Keep
I can say.
no,
Fuck you. I don't know
keep
what you want me
keep
to say.
keep my team out your damn mouth. Like you know.
Keep my favorite Marvel team out of your goddamn mouth.
Keep my
Wow, dude.
fucking team out your goddamn mouth.
Wow, dude. It was an Alpha Flight joke.
Fuck you,
Basically.
Wade.
Basically.
If it
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
for future writers after Rob Liefeld, no one would have knew who you fucking were.
Oh wow.
It's kind of crazy how true
Fuck
that is.
you. I
Yeah,
took off
that's
my
true.
headphones because of you. I shouldn't even have had to do that.
Oh my god.
Keep my favorite
Oh
team out of your
wow.
goddamn mouth, Wade.
The Merc without that's about to lose a mouth, audience. So
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm gonna pull a Norse mythology reference and sew his fucking mouth shut. Like they did to Loki that one time. Fun fact for me. Anyways, that's your
Gotcha.
Norse mythology
But
fact
anyway,
for the day, and my local crash out of the day.
Gotcha. But anyway, so after this, like Cable ends up sliding over and joining them, right? But he's not there to help them. He's actually there to kidnap Fearless because he's foreseeing that they're going to need all the resources they can for an upcoming future war. And right now, Cable is kind of like a bit screwy now with his techno virus. Um, it's going haywire in his body, And you kind of also start realizing that yeah, he doesn't his mind is getting real screwy based on the years of time sliding at this point. Like for God's sakes, he's making references to Age of Apocalypse being the war that they're preparing for, or
Apocalypse. The fuck?
Tolifer, Tolifer. Yeah, but I guess that just comes with time sliding. After a certain amount of times, man, like you yourself start thinking, okay, which dystopian universe am I trying to prevent at this point?
The
I
cancer
So,
verse?
think
Can you prevent the cancer verse?
hmm
I think that was covered in the Infinity Comic Age of Revelation, but I don't think anyone was read that.
Bitch, you
oh,
think
okay,
anyone
okay.
like after Avengers Academy got canceled? Do you think anyone's really reading any of the fucking Marvel Limited books?
I
Mhm.
was gonna read it till they fucked up with magic, and then I said, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it."
Gotcha. Well, yeah. So, oh, this is Cable, by the way, what he looks like right now. Yeah, the X virus really screwed a lot of people over, audience. Yeah, yeah.
He looked like a warlock.
Hey, listen,
I know.
listen. My boy's okay. That's all that matters.
Mhm.
My boy is okay. He is a
Yeah.
pirate on the Mississippi Delta right now.
Mhm.
He is
Yeah,
vibing. I
gotcha.
need to know what happened to his husband, but we'll circle back around to that another day. Yeah, he does
Yeah,
kind of look like Warlock, though.
yeah. I knew the character was on my mind on his design, but I just didn't know his name until you guys brought it up. But yeah. Anyway, so the fight commences, and Deadpool literally had to rip Cable's good arm out to gain some sanity back because he was about to lose control. So yeah, ultimately the fight ends up concluding with Fearless actually in the heat of the moment she unlocks her secondary mutation, gives a big psychic blast and actually takes out the basically the warlock aspect of Cable out as he time slides back, and it looks like he is getting back to normal out of this. So good on them, and Deadpool is going to continue helping Fearless out, and bring him over to the X-Men. And the last page is literally of the X-Men led by Kamala Khan in this scene. I don't. Wait,
Oh
is she
my
the leader of the X-Men?
god!
Is she the leader? I'm not
He
reading
deleted that book.
the other book. Oh boy.
That's why I didn't read it.
Okay. So yeah, she's receiving word that Deadpool's going to be coming over, and they're basically going to be gathering their forces because they don't. Apparently, Deadpool did something that put him on bad terms with all the X-Men more than usual. So yeah, dude, Deadpool had to have eaten somebody. I'm just saying it like he had to have eaten one of their own. So we'll see where it goes. But yeah, aside from that, that's it for the Undeadpool audience. There you go. There you go. It's always another fun issue. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than most other people apparently, but
Yeah,
it has its moments.
people are not taking this
Yeah.
book well for some reason.
Yeah. But anyway, that's really it.
I do
Aside
wish
from
they would
that,
talk about his daughter.
I
Yeah,
could
what
use a
happened to
break.
Ellie? Hmm?
I could
What
use a
happened?
break on this. I could use a break from Ellie, to be honest.
I know,
So
but it's a part of the future. Something happened to her. Did he actually kill her?
Mhm.
At least like give confirmation on what the hell happened to her, because I know that like a lot of people died because of this virus or whatever the fuck, and
Mhm.
like a lot of people were fucked over immensely. Can I
Mhm.
get confirmation on like Ellie and Kyle? That's the only two people I give a shit about. Like
You know what? You
mostly
know what?
Kyle.
Let's just say the next issue it's revealed that Deadpool ate those two.
You
I
better
can see
not
him
put
killing
that
his
into the
daughter and then give
goddamn
himself
universe,
over.
because then I'll come for you, man. You leave Kyle
What?
alone.
Hey, it's Deadpool's actions. I'm not the one writing this. Like,
No. If anything,
Yeah.
either Kyle died because of the goddamn virus, okay, or like died for some way, shape, or form that isn't related to this man. He's either chilling out on the fucking ship with his husband doing diplomatic shit, because that seems like something he
Yeah.
would do, or he's still chilling out in space. Either way,
Mhm.
you keep Wade fucking Wilson away from my man, okay?
Yeah. Keep
Keep him
Kyle out of your damn mouth. Basically, is what
He's
you're
already
saying.
been through enough, dude.
Yep.
Let
So,
him drink his fucking martinis in space, okay?
gotcha,
While his
gotcha.
husband
Austin,
does fucking pirate shit on Earth.
so Austin, you were trying to say something?
Oh no, I was saying that does explain the question. Do you think because people in space obviously will not be involved in the situation, well, not affected by it at least. I
Mm-hmm.
do wish they see. That's why I like spinoffs. This book had some. No, to be fair, this event has way too many spinoffs. I'm not saying we need another one, but I would have liked that someone try to reach
Yeah.
out, or someone try to reach out to like the Shi'ar and them, their old comrades and shit for help. Because people in space should be fine.
Yeah.
Fuck the Shi'ar. I'm just kidding.
I'm also surprised that humans who just came back are not trying to take advantage of the situation as well.
You know how
I
many
mean, that's
alien races could take advantage of this fucking situation, but they're not?
yeah.
I'm
I mean, that's
surprised
just
we haven't seen any Iraqi mutants yet. Like, what?
yeah.
Where are our
That's
Iraqi?
also true.
Look, that's a problem when you're dealing with an event of a certain IP that has the population of a nation audience. You can't
But
expect
Arakko
them to
is
have the
still
time to
X-Men
everybody.
related, so you can have the
Yeah.
Iraqi mutants pull the fuck up
Mm-hmm.
and be
Yeah.
like, Doug Ramsey, aka
Mm-hmm.
Revelation, formerly known as
Mhm.
Cypher, stop
Mhm.
your bullshit, or
Mm-hmm.
else we will kill you. And they probably could.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Oh, it's
But
time
we'll
to
see what
spin.
happens. There are a
I haven't
couple
even
of
read all the Krakoa era stuff, and I know this shit. Okay.
mhm. Gotcha.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll see if those are touched upon in the next issues. But anyway, audience, with that, we can move on to the next book.
Fucking
Which
finally, we can have a different person crashing the fuck out. Anyways, we're talking about Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man, issue 4, aka the finale. You know, by our favorite James Tiny in the fourth. Okay, shout out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of go through this kind of quickly because I didn't read it as closely as I wanted to, but it's pretty straightforward. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. So it starts off with our lovely main character Griffin, like Jack, and his kind of lady love, Flora. At this point, you know, they're just walking around. He's low key freaking the fuck out over that kid that he turned invisible. Remember that, Cryptid?
Oh yeah, the test subject,
Yeah,
Tommy.
the kid.
That's
His
his
name's
name.
Tommy. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck it. We don't. He's like freaking the fuck out. He's like, where the
Oh,
fuck is this kid? What the fuck happened to this kid? Oh my goodness gracious. And Flora, bless her heart. Bless her heart. That's all I have to say here. She deserves way better than this man. Okay?
Oh yeah.
All I have to say. And she's like, oh, I heard that that you stopped your experiments. And he's like, yeah. And so she's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. I know how like excited you were for it, but like my father seemed relieved though. And
Yeah.
he told me it was a sign of your maturity and blah 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 blah. You know, we can finally put that
Yeah.
to bed and you can finally marry me.
Yeah, man, she's ready to get
He's not
married
even
off
asking for
tomorrow.
much, dude.
You know?
Marriage is a big step. Okay.
Listen. She's been asking for this shit for a hot goddamn minute. And he's just like, when my experiments are done, when I'm done with this shit. He is technically done with this shit. Not really. And so he's dead ass is like, all in good time, Flora, and just starts walking, you know, walking ahead of her. But don't worry, she catches up. And she's like, you've been so jumpy these past few months. Like you're always looking over your shoulder. Like, are you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. And then we get the cool title card. You know how it be. The dual page. Yup. And so he's like, oh, I refuse to return to that room where I rendered that young man invisible. And, you know, he's just like remembering all the shit that he has done because of this, you know, the monocane or whatever the fuck it's called. Stuff. Yeah, man is low key crashing out, but like quietly crashing out. So just me at work. Okay, me at work. Anyways, so can you go to the next picture? I don't remember what fucking picture.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And so we see Tommy going around invisible, killing people, which you could tell by the white blob going around killing people.
Yeah, how did y'all feel about that? Because I thought a lot of people kind of wishing it was something else, not just a white blob.
No, I actually
I
like
like the symbolism behind it though.
Yeah, it's much more creative than actually having like oh nobody dared to begin with.
Yeah, I
Like
like it. I like the
hmm
creative decisions of it, you know. And but
yeah.
luckily it works here. If it was like a different artist, it probably wouldn't have worked as well, you know.
hmm
So yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was a very creative choice in my opinion.
yeah, same here.
Yeah. So yeah, he's killing
Yeah.
people. He's killing bitches. Okay.
Mm.
And so then
It's
we also
fun.
see
It's fun.
Jack, Flora, and her family, they're at a dinner or whatever. He's still pondering while he's eating a piece of meat, as you
Yep.
do. And guess what? We cut to his lab, his original lab, and he gets a letter. And the person who gives him the letter is like, "Oh, don't burn this one." And he reads it, and it's from Tommy. And he's like, "You made me nothing, and so I will too make you nothing. Like piece by piece, I will make sure there is nothing left you can do to stop me." And
Yep.
Jack's like, "What the fuck do you mean by burn this one?" And I think this is Flora's dad. I don't remember his name,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
don't
Totally boss.
I don't
Yeah.
care enough.
Okay.
I only
Calm
know like
down, buddy. All I did was make him invisible, okay?
and he's like and the guy is like, "Oh, can't you smell the papers burning in the furnace?"
Oh yeah.
A year
Yeah.
of his life up in smokes, by the way.
hmm Tommy's been doing everything he could to just make the scientist's mind crazy because he's been burning his stuff, moving his stuff around his office. Yeah, trying to make his life hell.
I like how he
So
had
yeah,
to write "Don't burn this one," so he did actually burn it.
yeah.
Yep.
So he decides he's gonna catch this kid. He buys some flour. He sprinkles it around and everything like that. And then guess what he does to himself? Besties, can you go to the next picture?
Yep. He.
Guess who's turning invisible, besties?
Oh yeah. You see him like going through all the processes of it too. Like first you see the muscle tissue, then step by step he goes full invisible. So
Your boy's invisible, and he's like, "I'm gonna get this kid. Don't test my patience." And so we see the door open. We see some footprints pulling up. We see a rope, and it's like ties the rope around the neck, quote unquote. And guess what?
Mhm.
Nothing. Nothing at
Mhm.
all. It was a fake. And so
Mhm.
so we hear a voice from off panel be like, "Hello, Tommy." Dumps a bunch of flour on him, and he's like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
good to see you." Slams his head into the goddamn table, leaving him bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
While he tries to run, can you go to the next page?
Yep.
Yeah, he tries to go somewhere to be like, help me, please." And so from off panel, you see a voice being like, "What a foolish child you are," grabs a brick,
Oh damn. Like yeah.
smacks him in the head, hits him in the back of the head, and he's like, "Oh, you could have had the world. I gave it to you. You were clever enough to wriggle out of my grasp, blah, 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 blah. Like, you could have ruled the world." And
I
Tommy's
gotta
like,
say,
"You were mad. I knew it from the start. Bitch, you are running around naked while invisible, killing
You're
people. I don't want to
cold.
hear
both
shit
of
from
Aren't you
you."
them,
cold?
both of them are, so.
Both of them are, but Tommy's been walking around naked for longer.
Oh,
He's
that's true.
cold.
That's well. To be fair, he was homeless for a good amount of time, so I guess he's used to it.
Yeah, he has
Griffin,
like
his
at least
privates
something.
are sucked into himself. That man's freezing.
So. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah,
True
like
that.
Tommy is like, "Oh, you're mad and blah 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 blah. You're a monster. Like, you will be alone for the rest of your life. The only cure for what you did is death. Like, I've read your notes and understood them. There is no way back. So cure me and damn yourself to solitude." Can you go to the next page?
Yep.
Yeah, Tommy is officially dead.
Yeah.
And
And
so Griffin
you know.
decides to leave him somewhere where he could be found,
Yep.
and he
You
goes
know.
off.
Yep, and he's dead because this is part of like the original Invisible Man movie. Yeah, when you die, your body does gain back its visibility. So
It's been
yeah,
such a long time since I've seen these movies, dude. I
yeah.
saw Dracula
Uh,
again recently.
I mean, I never watched the Invisible Man movie, but because of this book, I decided to go back and watch a few clips. I did like the scene towards the end of that movie where yes, he had to go to the hospital, but because the Invisible Man is invisible, the doctors can't really operate on the guy. So like, damn. Damn.
Dracula, the movie is hilarious. That whole ending just like so anticlimactic. So he just sneaks up on the dude and then he's sleeping and stabs him.
Oh, wait till
Yeah.
we finish this. Wait till we finish this. Okay, so we cut to a train station where we see like some people coming off of a train and everything like that. And then we cut to Flora being like, "Oh, Jack, where have you gone?" with like a tear in her eye because this was like the 30s, and
Yeah.
women weren't allowed to do anything apparently.
Yep.
So it's being like the tragic heroine or whatever.
Yep.
And so we see Jack in full on garb being like, "I require lodging." And the train conductor guy is like, "Oh yeah, there's an inn in town like half a mile up the road. I think that's what it's called. So good luck." And so Jack is like, "Oh, I'll send for the rest of my things." And like the train conductor's like, "Right. Okay."
Mm-hmm.
And so basically we see him walking through the snow being like, "All that was left of an antidote, a way to regain my body. Blah, 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 blah." It's like fucking gone. He's invisible, dude. Anyways, so he makes it to the inn and everything like that. We see him walking through the door. People are looking back. And can you go to the last picture?
Yep.
There must be a way back. I don't know, bitch. You fucking tell me. And that's where it ends. And and to anyone who's curious, Austin, do you want to know who's next to get a book?
Is it Fishman?
No, he already had one. It's the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I think I knew that too. That's the worst part. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Yeah, the Phantom's next. I think after that, it's either going to be The Bride or it's going to be Wolfman. I'm kind of hoping for the Wolfman because...
Oh, you got to do the original before you start doing sequels.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, give me Wolfman after Phantom, and I'll be good. I feel like that's reasonable. I think we're going to get Wolfman pretty soon.
True.
But...
I mean, in the hierarchy...
yeah, Martin Simmons is drawing this again. It was the same guy who drew the Dracula book. Yeah, I know this shit's going to be bang!
Cool. I mean, in the hierarchy of the monster universe, like I'll have to say, Phantom of the Opera was on the bottom, but let's see where it goes. I mean,
Look,
these monsters
still a
don't
universal
surprise
monster,
me.
dude.
Yep. I mean, well, somebody has to be on the bottom. Is what I'm trying to say. Just personal taste. But all these monster books have been enjoyable in their own way, so I'm gonna give the next one a try as well. So yeah. Anyway, that's the Invisible Man, audience. So yeah.
Not that visible, but oh man.
There you go. But anyway, alrighty then. I guess with that we can move on to the next book. So the next book we're talking about, Punisher Red Band issue number 3, audience. Oh boy. And yeah, all the pictures here I had to take with my own phone. So bear with me on the quality, audience, okay? So yeah, this pretty much picks up from what happened in the last issue where, Punisher, who's being controlled by Kingpin, stops a moving truck filled with people that were about to be human trafficked, right? He blows the truck driver's head to hell. He goes in the back to open up the cargo side of it, only to find like a big ass guy, an enforcer there to stop him. I mean, he's like Kingpin level
Yeah,
size.
they're even like Kingpin. The guy got a son? Another son?
Cloning's all the rage these days, Austin. So I wouldn't get past Kingpin.
This guy looks like his name would be Duggoon. That's like straight up. Duggoon.
There you go. But anyway, so yeah, fight commences between the two, and this is where I love the brutality of a Punisher. Because remember, audience, the only thing Punisher had going into battle here was a hunting rifle. That was it. But apparently, he's out of ammo right now, so it's just those two going mano a mano. Going mano a mano, hand to hand, and well, Punisher literally rips his throat out with his bare hands.
Leave, man.
God. I mean, if your grip strength is strong enough, you can actually do that, audience. So just want to bring that up. Anyway, so he kills the guy, and all the women that were trapped in that van, They come out. They're like, "Oh my God, sir, are you okay? Stay back. Stay. Do not touch me." Like, oh man, these yeah, you can see the fear in all these women, right? Forced to be in, forced to look like basically hookers, this and that. But like, punchers like saying, "You're free, but I'm not." Look. So he just lets all of them go, as he burns the truck behind them. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I know. It's a gruesome tale, but hey, Punisher saved the day.
It's
He saved
so
these women.
funny. Thing like my bad. I'm
No,
just
go
getting a
ahead.
good look at it. So like seeing this like ultra, I don't say a realistic, ultra detailed Punisher face, like his old
Mhm.
goofy outfit is kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I mean the outfits changed, but the face is still the same, man. He's not supposed to have any Brad Pitt like looks, man. Punisher's body. We already got to see his full body in this audience. It is burnt. It's like bullet marks and stab wounds, this and that. Punisher's life is not a happy one, So yeah, while this is going down, we actually cut back to Kingpin, who has microchip under his control. Let me see if I can bring up that picture. Is this it? Oh, wait, no, that's not it. I forgot to bring up that picture. But anyway, we don't know how, but microchip came back, and Kingpin is forcing him to be the man on the chair. Forcing his eyelids open the entire time as he's using him to control Frank. Microchip ends up convincing Kingpin to like, dude, you gotta give me some rest. No machine in the world could last forever. So just 5 minutes, dude. Yeah, which he does. So as Microchip is resting, that means Frank Castle himself is free at this moment, and trying to figure out what's been happening to him because he does feel that little surgical mark in the back of his neck. So like he's just tracing back steps that look familiar to him, right? So he actually does go to a warehouse, and that's the picture I'm gonna bring it up now. Okay, now he's starting to get flashbacks as to what happened in this warehouse, and it's when Kingpin is performing surgery on
Why did
Frank
he do it?
himself.
You're not convincing me Kingpin is good enough to do surgery on people. This
Ah,
nigga's
yeah,
not a doctor.
yeah, I know that was a weird choice to put in, but yeah, is what it is. But here's the thing. Like, let me read Kingpin's exact words. You were being wasted in Weird World when you're needed in our world. I've stolen you back here for a simple reason: purge, a cleanse, a time of punishment. Wait,
Hold on now.
all
Who
right,
even told you he was in real world, bro?
Kingpin has sources, man.
The
He
only
has
person who knew that was Matt.
Uh, yes, I mean, Kingpin has dealt with Doctor Strange before, so
You
I
told
guess,
me you're a little. To be fair, you can probably convince me he has agents in real world. Okay, but
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
funny to think about the fact that he's like. Then one day he just at home, they're like, bro, the Punisher. He's like, what? And he looks outside, like, no, he's not. No, we're talking about in
Mhm.
real world. What? Why is he there? I don't know. He seems to be living a regular life.
Yeah. So we're gonna get that story expanded upon either in this comic or in the upcoming ongoing series audience. So I'm glad they're gonna give this time to breathe at least. We're getting subtle hints as to what happened, but again, it is kind of weird to say that Kingpin ended up being the one to bring Frank back. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And of course, Kingpin, like he's not a surgeon as we brought up before. So you can tell he ain't really holding back. He's not doing this with surgical precision. I mean, for God's sakes, dude, he takes out an 18-volt drill and starts getting to work on the back of Frank's neck.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
look,
come on now.
that's Joe Punisher could take it, man.
Come on,
So
bro. I'm going to do surgery. Let me get my power tools. Like, hold on now. What happened to the
mhm.
scalpel? You don't got to make it that deep.
Oh, you gotta make it deep for the Punisher, man. Dude, you know if it was a surgeon doing it, man, they would have just left that little explosive just deep enough for Punisher to get it to pry it out of his own fingers, man. No,
I would
it
at
had
least
nothing
like
to
attach it to. Well, if he gonna pull out the drill, like drill into this man's skull and attach to his brain, like directly.
ooh, yeah,
You
that
know,
could have
like
been.
go all the way and make sure he can't just get it out.
Yeah, that guy would have been something. But anyway, so we cut back to the police department. Actually, they're going over the reports of what's been happening in the streets, specifically words and pictures of Punisher, and they're realizing, okay, this one, let's see, it's not the best quality picture we have. At first, we thought it was just some wannabe, except the level of destruction we're dealing with kind of shows that this is the real deal. I think we have to assume the worst. The Punisher is back. Like, oof, 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 oof. And right now, every criminal in New York is pissing their pants at the moment. Yeah. So anyway, we cut into, like, an ambulance. Actually, they stop by a gas station, gathering some food and getting some gas. They're just coming back into their truck, like, to get they're doing a night shift, this and that. And when they finally got themselves settled in, put their seatbelts on, they noticed there's a bomb taped in the front of their dashboard. They're like, "Oh shit! Oh, what the hell's going on?" And that's when Punisher pops up in back of them, pointing his guns at both of them. He's like, "I don't want to hurt you, but I don't have much time, and neither do you. I'll disarm the bomb just as soon as you do me a favor. I need you to cut something into my fucking brain."
It is in his brain. Okay, I'll give. Okay, Kingpin. I'm sorry. The drill was needed.
Okay, okay. Man, imagine how thick Frank's skull literally has to be, audience, like of all people. Okay, so yeah, next issue he's going to get that bomb taken out of his skull. So we'll see where that goes. Ah, Frank's back in town, audience. That's
Imagine Slater's in the police later. Yeah, so the Punisher, he tried to blow us up, but he actually didn't try to blow us up. He wanted us to get this thing out his brain. So we did a mercy car surgery of all things, right in the back of the ambulance. That's why we missed like those 3 calls y'all tried to get us on. My bad.
I know.
You know how long surgery takes, Frank?
Yeah. Wow.
They're not
But hey,
Kingpin. They get the drill and still go to work.
you know what? Surgery could go a lot faster without anesthesia. So I guess that's what
That is
Punisher.
kind of true. If Punisher don't care, I guess we just go willy nilly.
You think Punisher's the type that takes painkillers, man? Hell the fuck no.
I don't think he will, but I do think he will. I do think if you told him, "Hey, yo, if you move or something, fuck up," you're gonna be like brain dead, right?
He's like, hey, I went to Vietnam, man. I gone through torture about so much as winking. So,
And in fact, I bet you the Punisher probably like he lays down so they can get in his head, but he has like a mirror that he looks into so he can see them doing what they're doing.
And with a gun pointed at them in case they try running away.
Exactly.
Damn, dude. Punisher's hardcore, audience. Punisher hardcore. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this issue. A lot of fun, this and that. But for the sake of time, I think we should move on to the last book of the night, audience.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm gonna have to leave in like 15 minutes, so that worked out fine.
Okay, perfect. So anyway, so we'll move on to the next book, and yeah, we're getting our double dose of Punisher this week, audience, with Daredevil and Punisher, the Devil's Trigger. I don't have any extra pictures of this because this was a comic I brought up in the last minute, really. But
Yeah.
but anyway, so of course they're going every now and then. You have to Marvel wants to give out a story between Daredevil and Punisher. It's almost like they want to build off like a famous interaction with them in the MCU. So right.
Yeah, always.
Yep. Anyway, it starts off with Daredevil hung upside down in a building, And funny enough, the title of this comic is called "The System Is Flawed." You know, he's trying to think back as to how he got in the situation. He remembers he was back in his office at Nelson and Murdoch's, and he was assigned to be in this case with the Nucci family. Yeah, yeah. Anybody who remembers the Nucci's, right? Yeah, you remember that one famous woman who got all her limbs taken away by Punisher and got her whole family killed by the Punisher? Yeah,
Yep.
this is the family, you know. So this is us.
Oh,
Yep. So this is a story taking place in the past, actually, you know, before the whole Nucci family got killed, and it's actually from Daredevil's perspective in that situation, you know. So it's good. You know, I'd rather this be a story in the past than trying to have to jumble around with the present, you know, given everything that's happening between both Punisher and Daredevil at the moment in their own respective titles, you know? So Daredevil,
yeah.
you know, Daredevil is trying to protect a key witness in this case, who unfortunately is the target of the Punisher, right? So, you know, Daredevil finds Punisher, who was about
I'm
to
not gonna lie,
snipe this
bro.
guy.
I
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go
What I
ahead.
finish your saying first.
Okay.
I'm gonna say at
Damn, I
this
forgot.
point, I had to like level with the Puncher and be like, "Come on, bro. We do this every time. At least let me finish the court case and stuff, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Just chill out. Right? He's not gonna get away from me of all people. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's a cat and mouse game, man. You know, that's one thing I have to say about this comic. It's not really delving into new territory. It's kind of the interaction between Daredevil and Punisher goes as you would expect it. You know, so but again, it's just another build off of like the two because hey, they're both of them are the golden gooses of the movies after all. You know. So anyway, Punisher knocks him out, and by the time Daredevil wakes up, he has he has a gun taped to his hand, and he's chained up in the building, right? And
Bro,
then
again?
again, and then he's forced to watch Frank as he's about to snipe this guy, and yeah, he's basically telling him like, "Hey, it's your move. Either kill me or watch me kill someone else. It's a decision I have to make every single day of my life." You know. So, of course, Punisher, Daredevil doesn't kill him, and he ends up shooting the guy anyway. So, yeah. Next thing you know, Frank knocks him out, and then that's when Daredevil wakes up, you know, upside down on a building, in a building, right? He. It turns out this building is actually the meeting spot of a couple of criminals, some crime bosses, and Daredevil notices that like every one of these criminals are people that he helped give life sentences to. But given their resources, they were able to slip out of the cracks and get back on the streets doing the same shit they've always been doing. You know, so this is kind of like Frank kind of tormenting Daredevil about like, hey, your way of working doesn't work as opposed to what I do. You know, the people you put away, they just went back on the streets. You
Yeah,
know,
bitch.
but yeah. So anyway, we get a last shot like of Daredevil escaping, and like, damn, I'm like looking at that last picture now. Wait, is that the Twin Towers? Oh, geez, I wish I could have brought up that. I really wish I could have brought out that picture, but yeah, it looks like the Twin Towers as Daredevil's looking on the ocean side with Frank in the clouds. Like he knows Punisher's trying to sway him into his line of giving out justice, but at the end of the day, Daredevil's never going to submit to that philosophy, But yeah, and that's really how the issue ends, See where this goes. Um, yeah, yeah, that is what it is. Jimmy Palmiotti and writing this book, and yeah,
You like their dynamic? It's just more their dynamic, I guess. So it's not like you're not really going wrong with getting the book if you like it. If you like that
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So you can definitely tell this book was taking inspiration from like the Netflix Daredevil
Yeah,
show.
definitely just
You
season
know?
two.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's really it for the book, and yeah, we got through all the books, audience. So yeah, it was a wait, hold on a sec. Do Man, I'm always forgetting to bring up the thumbnail at the last couple of minutes of this. But anyway, yeah, I know it was a short night, audience, but hey, this is after a Thanksgiving week.
And if it
Everything's on
makes you feel better, audience, I have 3 books to talk about next week.
Oh yeah, next week is going to be a doozy, audience. So yeah,
When you make you feel better, you can always blame Jake, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
gotcha. Anyway, audience, thanks again for joining us, and yeah, we'll be seeing y'all next time. See
Bye.
ya.